When I told my mama that I had cured my 13 AIDS patient, she said, "They gonna get you. They gonna get you."
So let me stop you there. You said I cured my 13 AIDS patients.
Yeah.
So you had 13 patients
Yeah.
who had AIDS.
Yeah.
And then you say
You
cured them.
Sure.
Keep talking.
So my mother said, "They're gonna get you." I said, "But Mom, why are they gonna get me?" Because you must remember that you live in a society that supports a certain philosophy and a certain system. You being the color that you are, black, and then you're going against the grain, they're gonna get you.
Born on November 26, 1933, Dr. Sebi was a renowned herbalist and natural healer from Honduras. Dr. Sebi was highly criticized and ostracized by the scientific community for his remedies and natural healing methods. He died on August 6, 2016, but in his 82 years of life, he gave a unique style and methodology for treating the human body with his more than 30 years of research, knowledge, and experience. Dr. Sebi felt that the Western solution to illness was unsuccessful.
What is disease? We want to know what is disease, because if we do not know the causes of disease, then it would be impossible for us to zero in on a meaningful cure or any cure at all. What is disease? The doctors never told us, but we kept going back to him. Now the question is asked to the Usha Institute. The question should have been answered by the anthropologists and the archaeologists. Why wait for the healer to come? Because if we are diseased and we are unaware as to the cause of our disease, then whatever comes after that means absolutely nothing, because our bodies are sick. Disease is when you have ingested a substance that was uncomplimentary with your genetic structure. Mucus is the cause of all disease. This was the question posed to me in court, that why were we making these claims and why were we so successful, and what was going on? Is that disease was never identified to us. If it was identified, then the question would not be asked now.
Dr. Sebi's journey toward natural healing began when he struggled with his own health issues, such as asthma, diabetes, and impotency. Unsatisfied with conventional medicine, he sought alternative methods, eventually discovering healing herbs. This led to the development of his unique herbal compounds and dietary guidelines, which he claimed could cure serious diseases. He even made bold statements that he had remedies to cure ailments like HIV/AIDS, herpes, and more. Dr. Sebi was sued in 1987 in New York for practicing medicine without a license after making these claims. During the trial, he reportedly presented several patients who testified that they were healed by his methods, and he won the case. Many of Dr. Sebi's followers strongly believe in his treatments and continue to use and promote his remedies. Dr. Sebi's Cell Food, Dr. Sebi Research Center, Usha Village, and many online communities are still available today, where followers of Dr. Sebi share information, recipes, and personal experiences related to his teachings. So as we shared in the previous video, if you want to see, that link is in the description. In today's video, we'll share Dr. Sebi's theory about disease, his research and experience in healing, his 6 remedies to cure all the disease, combination remedies for health conditions, his tips to get effective results, his death and the controversy, and his lasting impact and knowledge after his death. So stick around till then. Let's start with Dr. Sebi's theory about disease. Dr. Sebi's theory about disease revolves around mucus. He believed that all illnesses in the body start with an excess buildup of mucus.
A disease is the accumulation of mucus, breaking down the mucous membrane, and that mucus covering groups of cells in your body. Like, for instance, we have the mucous membrane in the body to protect us from the onslaught of aerobic bacteria, as they are called. But this mucous membrane is for protection. But now we eat acid foods, and the acid food breaks down the mucous membrane and does cause it to flow with the blood, covering other groups of cells now, groups of cells that belong to organs, depriving them of oxygen. If the mucus goes to your nostrils, They call it sinusitis. If the mucus goes to your bronchial tubes, it's bronchitis. If the mucus goes to the lungs, it's pneumonia. So we have 3 different diseases caused by what? Mucus. So what about when the mucus goes to the prostate glands? It's prostatitis. What about when the mucus goes to the uterus of the woman? That's endometriosis or vaginal discharge or yeast infection. So we have this mucus situation now that is caused by an inadequate diet. Mucus is the underlying cause for all disease.
In his view, when mucus collects in the body, it creates blockages and stops different systems from working properly. For Dr. Sebi, mucus wasn't just a simple substance. It was a sign that the body was out of balance. He thought that too much mucus in a certain area is what causes problems in that specific part of the body. For example, if there's too much mucus in the lungs, it can make breathing difficult and lead to respiratory issues like asthma or bronchitis. When mucus thickens and fills the airways, it blocks the normal flow of air, making it hard to breathe. This buildup acts like a sticky barrier that prevents oxygen from reaching the cells, causing symptoms like wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath.
The mucous membrane of our biological structure has been compromised, meaning that the mucous membrane has been broken. And wherever that break has taken place, would determine the disease that you would manifest. Like, for instance, like we always say, if the mucous membrane has been compromised in the nasal passage, it is what? Sinusitis. In the bronchial tubes, bronchitis. On the lungs, pneumonia. In the pancreas, diabetes. On the brain, schizophrenia, paranoia, or Parkinson's disease, insomnia, depending where the mucus is located. So we took the position.
In the digestive system, mucus buildup can create problems like ulcers or acid reflux. When the stomach lining has too much mucus, it can become irritated and inflamed. This irritation can cause a burning sensation or even lead to open sores in the stomach lining, which are known as ulcers. The excess mucus also disrupts digestion, making it difficult for the stomach to break down food properly, leading to symptoms like heartburn and indigestion.
When mucus is on your brain, you see things, you think all kind of evil things. Look, people tell me that when they are in the bed, just laying down, thinking about nothing in particular, here come this ugly thought. It'll have them crying.
Yes.
You see?
Right.
It says that the brain now is stressed.
Mucus can also find its way into the bloodstream, affecting circulation. When mucus is present in the blood, it can thicken the blood and reduce its ability to flow smoothly through the veins and arteries. This can lead to poor circulation, causing problems like fatigue, cold hands and feet, and even more serious conditions over time. Dr. Sebi believed that when the blood becomes sticky with mucus, it prevents nutrients and oxygen from reaching the cells efficiently, leading to various health issues.
Yes, young man.
Yeah, I heard you on the radio yesterday, and you didn't mention hearing. I have a hearing problem and borderline sugar. I heard you say about you had a cure for that, but how about hearing? Do you have anything for that?
You know, if blind were cured, if AIDS were cured, if leukemia was cured, do you think that AIDS could be cured? Of course. Where does this young man have the mucus now? In the drum of the ear. And they didn't remove it. They preferred to put a hearing aid on him. No, we have to remove why the ear is not functioning properly.
According to Dr. Sebi, eliminating excess mucus through natural remedies and a clean diet could help restore the body to a state of health, preventing and even reversing many diseases. Dr. Sebi's research and experience in healing. Dr. Sebi's approach to healing emphasizes the importance of maintaining an alkaline diet. He believed that the foods we eat play a major role in either promoting health or causing disease. According to Dr. Sebi, many modern health problems are linked to the consumption of acidic foods that increase mucus production in the body. Processed foods, animal products, and foods high in sugar or artificial ingredients create an acidic environment, which in turn leads to an excess of mucus. This mucus buildup can obstruct the body's natural functions, causing issues like respiratory problems, digestive disorders, and even chronic diseases. To combat this, Dr. Sebi advocated for a diet rich in alkaline foods to help maintain a balanced pH in the body. Alkaline foods are natural non-hybrid plants that promote an environment where the body can function properly. Some key foods he recommended include kale, watercress, avocado, and amaranth grains. These foods help to stabilize the body's pH levels and reduce acidity, which helps decrease mucus production and supports overall health. Dr. Sebi believed that by eating alkaline foods, people could not only prevent disease, but also heal existing conditions. Following an alkaline diet does more than just reduce mucus. It also aids in detoxifying the body. When you eat alkaline foods, it helps to flush out toxins that have accumulated from eating acidic foods and living in a polluted environment. This detoxification process cleanses the blood, liver, and other organs, allowing the body to operate more efficiently. By eliminating toxins, the body can repair itself, improve energy levels, and fight off diseases more effectively. Dr. Sebi researched that certain remedies and herbs can strongly reduce mucus production. Incorporating natural herbs can further aid in cleansing the body of excess mucus, supporting respiratory health, and enhancing detoxification. Before we dive into more specific remedies, don't forget to support our channel by subscribing and hitting the bell icon for updates. Your support helps us bring more valuable health information and insights. His 6 remedies to cure all the disease. Dr. Sebi personally studied and observed plants and herbs in North America, Central and South America, Africa, and the Caribbean, and developed some remedies to cure almost all the diseases naturally.
In our research, we found that there it was. Our brothers and sisters were not aware that natural plants are electrical. They do not live through the process of photosynthesis. Theirs is photovoltaic, which deems it electrical. Why should it be electrical? It should be electrical. If the human body is electrical, then the nourishment should also be electrical.
Here are some of his renowned remedies, and some combinations to address various health conditions, detailing their uses, benefits, and some scientific insights. Number 1. Sea moss. Sea moss, often used in gel form, is made by soaking dried sea moss in water and blending it with fresh water until smooth.
Sea moss, and you boil it and keep it in the refrigerator, and every day you want to use something, you just, incidentally, when you boil it, there may be a little bit stringy in there, some of it, when you pull some off, but don't throw away that pulp. Put it in the blender and blend it up, and it blends to liquid again, and you mix it with the other one, put it in the refrigerator, and every day you want to use it, take a little bit out. I use sea moss in soup. I make pudding out of sea moss. Like in the soups, you put all the condiments of a soup. But if you want to make a pie, you put the condiments of a pie, like the vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon. There's only one sweetener that could be even allowed in the body.
Consuming 1 to 2 tablespoons of the gel daily in smoothies and teas directly helps the body in many ways.
Active thyroid, could there be something for it? Well, of course, overactive or underactive. Underactive thyroid gland means that it needs to be fed, which is iodine, natural iodine. Overactive means that there is an acid condition that is causing the gland to go haywire, which depletes the body of energy. So what we do, we treat the central nerve system and the gland itself with herb that has potassium iodide, bromides, and phosphates. Yes, we do have something for that, and we have been successful 100% of the time.
Rich in 92 of the 102 minerals the body requires, including iodine, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, sea moss supports thyroid function, strengthens the immune system, and aids digestion. It also helps with joint health due to its anti-inflammatory properties. Research indicates that its bioactive compounds can soothe the gut lining, promote clear skin, and enhance energy levels. Number 2. Burdock Root. Burdock root is commonly consumed as a tea by simmering the dried root in water for 10 to 15 minutes, or taken as a supplement. Known for its blood-purifying properties, it detoxifies the bloodstream and lymphatic system. Burdock root is high in iron, which can combat anemia and boost energy levels. Its diuretic effects help flush out excess fluids, while its anti-inflammatory qualities are beneficial for joint pain. Studies also reveal that burdock contains antioxidants, which may protect the body from oxidative stress. Number 3. Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla can be made into tea by boiling the root for 20 minutes or taken in tincture or capsule form. It is one of the richest plant sources of iron, making it beneficial for those with low iron levels or anemia. Sarsaparilla is also effective in eliminating toxins and has anti-inflammatory effects, which can help with skin conditions and joint health. The herb's saponins bind to toxins in the bloodstream, assisting in their removal and boosting overall wellness. Number 4. Bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is usually taken as a powder or added to sea moss gel, with a daily dose of about 1 teaspoon. This seaweed is high in iodine, which is essential for proper thyroid function and metabolism. It supports weight management and energy levels, and even helps in strengthening bones due to its calcium content. Iodine's role in regulating thyroid hormones is crucial for maintaining healthy metabolic processes. Number 5. Yellow dock. Yellow dock root is made into tea by simmering it for 15 to 20 minutes or taken as a tincture once daily. This herb is known for its ability to detoxify the liver and stimulate digestion. The high iron content also makes it effective for combating fatigue and improving energy levels. Its properties help the body naturally relieve constipation by supporting bile production, aiding the breakdown of fats and removal of waste. Number 6. Elderberry. Elderberry, which is also known as sako, is prepared by boiling the dried berries for at least 15 minutes to make tea, which can be consumed daily during cold and flu season. It is renowned for its immune-boosting capabilities due to its high vitamin C and A, iron, potassium, and phosphate content.
The sauco and the berries that we make some of our compounds out of. Here is a plant in front of us that is known in Central America by the Spanish-speaking Indians. They call him sauco. Sauco is a plant that in the berries we find that the mineral of iron is found. Iron phosphate is found in these berries, and these berries are responsible for us reversing a lot of diseases that sits in the blood. It contains iron phosphate. This plant, the sauco, when it sends its roots into the ground, it converts that oxide mineral into a liquid digestible substance the process is known as iontrophoresis, or the conversion from a solid to a liquid.
Elderberry also helps reduce the duration and severity of cold symptoms and can be effective for respiratory health by easing congestion and clearing mucus. Combination remedies for health conditions. For respiratory health, a mix of mullein, guaco, and elderberry works effectively. Mullein helps soothe the throat, guaco clears mucus, and elderberry boosts the immune system. Preparing a tea with equal parts of these herbs and drinking it twice daily can alleviate symptoms of asthma or bronchitis. To boost iron levels, sarsaparilla, burdock, and yellow dock make an effective combination. These herbs are all high in iron and help purify the blood. Drinking tea prepared from these herbs daily supports individuals suffering from anemia or low energy. For a digestive cleanse, using Cascara sagrada, aloe vera, and ginger together helps promote digestion and relieve constipation.
Good for you?
Ginger is very good.
Okay.
What about this?
Very good.
Smell.
Ginger precipitates circulation.
No.
Okay. I know where ginger grows in the forest.
Okay.
You find it.
This combination can be taken as a tea once or twice a week to support gut health and detoxify the colon. For joint pain relief, blending bladderwrack, sea moss, and nettle provides minerals like magnesium and calcium, which help reduce inflammation and support joint function.
Sea moss. Sea moss scientifically is known as Chondrus crypsis, and it's supposed to have potassium iodide, potassium phosphate, a large percentage of calcium and magnesium. This is why I could fall on my knees on concrete right now at 78. I don't feel any pain. I fall from a standing position. Sea moss strengthen the bones. Sea moss strengthen the brain. The brain. Sea moss have the power to bind radioactivity. Sea moss is powerful. I didn't make sea moss. God did. I just combined sea moss with Bladderwrack or Fucus versicolsis, and they make a beautiful combination.
Adding sea moss gel to a daily smoothie along with nettle tea can significantly alleviate symptoms. To enhance liver function, combining chaparral, yellow dock, and quassia aids in detoxifying the liver. These herbs stimulate bile production, which helps cleanse the liver and support healthy digestion. For skin health, using burdock, sarsaparilla, and nettle together helps clear acne, eczema, and other skin conditions due to their blood-purifying and anti-inflammatory properties. Drinking this combination as tea or applying it on the skin daily can bring noticeable improvements. Dr. Sebi's remedies provide a natural approach to achieving optimal health through cleansing and alkalizing the body. Tips to get effective results from Dr. Sebi's remedies. These remedies help the body by providing an alkaline environment and reducing mucus production. But there are some more tips from Dr. Sebi that help in getting the results more effectively. Number 1. Dr. Sebi insisted on the importance of hydration for overall health. Drinking 8 to 10 glasses of filtered water daily helps maintain the body's chemistry and keeps it well hydrated. Number 2. He also recommended avoiding acidic drinks like tea, coffee, and soda, which introduce unnecessary acids into the body, and highlighted that carbonated drinks contain carbon dioxide, which the body rejects as waste. Number 3. Breathing deeply is another key aspect. Taking 2 to 5 minutes to slow down and breathe deeply or practice yoga can improve oxygen flow and support better body function. Number 4. Dr. Sebi believed that balancing alkaline and acidic levels was crucial for health, suggesting that it's not just about consuming alkaline foods, but also allowing a natural balance with some acidic elements. Number 5. Eating the right combination of foods is important. Fats, proteins, and carbohydrates require specific environments for digestion. He advised not to eat everything at once, but to carefully evaluate the nutritional composition to create a balanced mix of nutrients. Number 6. Green powders, according to Dr. Sebi, are excellent alternatives to regular food as they improve the body's alkaline quality. Number 7. Finally, he stressed the importance of restful sleep, which allows the mind and digestive system to function optimally, promoting overall health and well-being. Dr. Sebi's death and the controversy.
So, when I'm in my office on February the 10th, here come the detectives. You are charged with practicing medicine without a license, selling product not approved by the FDA, and claiming to cure AIDS and other diseases. I said, yes. Well, you are making a fraudulent claim. I asked the detective, how do you know that?
Because you were advertising in newspapers.
Of course. I advertised in the Village Voice, the Amsterdam News, and the New York Post.
And you were telling people through your advertising that you can cure
AIDS, sickle cell, lupus, herpes, blindness, diabetes, paralysis, and others.
Okay, so they come knocking on the door and...
So knocked on my door and took me to jail. But the funny thing about it, I was happy. I was very, very, extremely happy. When everybody in my office was crying, I was happy because my mama told me they were coming. And I knew that I had sufficient evidence to prove my position. Not only scientifically, empirically, historically, and whatever way they would desire. So while I was in jail, I'm saying, I wonder what defense they would have against me.
Yeah.
I would like to know. But I didn't blame the Attorney General, Mr. Robert Abrams, because why should he accept from me the statement that I cure AIDS and sickle cell and blindness when no one else has ever made those claims?
Dr. Sebi already faced a lot of criticism and a notable legal case in 1987 for practicing medicine without a license in New York after placing ads in newspapers claiming that he could cure diseases like AIDS, cancer, and diabetes using his natural remedies. But he won as no evidence was provided to disprove his claims. In 2016, Dr. Sebi was arrested at the airport in Honduras. He was carrying a large amount of cash, reportedly around $37,000, which led to suspicions of money laundering. Sebi was detained and held in jail while waiting for further investigation. However, things took a tragic turn during his time in custody, as he soon developed health problems. On August 6, 2016, it was reported that Dr. Sebi had passed away from complications related to pneumonia. His sudden death raised many unanswered questions, giving rise to numerous conspiracy theories. Some of his followers believe that his death wasn't a coincidence. They argue that Dr. Sebi's teachings, especially his claims to cure diseases naturally, threatened powerful industries, particularly pharmaceutical companies. Many speculate that these industries might have viewed Sebi as a danger to their profits and that he was deliberately silenced because of the knowledge he shared with the public. Supporters point out the unusual circumstances of his death, questioning how a man who promoted health and vitality could suddenly develop fatal pneumonia in jail. They also wonder if he received adequate medical attention during his detention. The lack of clear answers has fueled suspicions and made some believe that the truth about his death has been hidden. Dr. Sebi's death only strengthened the movement around his teachings. People who had heard of his remedies began looking deeper into his work, and new followers emerged. Many felt inspired by his message, which suggested that nature holds the key to healing. His herbal remedies, diet plans, and health philosophy gained even more popularity after his passing. To this day, his death remains a subject of debate, but his legacy continues, with countless individuals embracing his teachings in search of better health. If you feel inspired by the health journey of Dr. Sebi, try to follow his remedies and share your experience with us. But these remedies aren't all you need to stay healthy. Check out this video and learn how these 3 drinks can do wonders for your health.